Good morning. I've already posted on Instagram, but I figured I'd let you all know. So about a week or so ago, we went to a mediator so we could come to a decision. Since there's a restraining order, we don't talk to each other. I can't call. We can't talk to figure it out. So we have to have a mediator there as we're trying to discuss the process. Well, the mediator that was there wasn't very helpful. Her mediation was, there was a set goal in the mediation, and that was what we were directed to do. Now, as we are talking through this, she is not letting us discuss it. She's basically the one in the middle telling him what I said, like she was a lawyer. At the same time, we reached no conclusion. I sent a letter to the judge saying this woman was very unhelpful. She was an older woman, very old, which that's not the issue. The issue was that we did not come to a conclusion. The woman that was there wasn't really a mediator. She was more directing us on what we're supposed to do, which was totally unhelpful. She was just basically there to mediate as we're trying to discuss the process of where it's going to go, since there is a restraining order. This active restraining order, that's why the mediator's there, because there has to be someone there as we are talking and discussing what our plan is to do, without the judge being there to listen to it, because we were doing it in court, and the judge was like, well, you just go to mediation, you figure it out, and then you come back with a ruling. And well, we hadn't reached a conclusion, so then he sent us to mediation because he couldn't understand. That's not his job. He is to judge on what is being presented in front of him. At the same time, so I get this letter in the mail. The judge has denied my request for a different mediator, maybe somebody maybe younger, understanding the situation being the restraining order and the divorce and children being involved. This woman was unhelpful. There's a restraining order against my husband, and she was talking like, well, we're going to allow him all these times with my kids. And I'm looking at her, there's an active restraining order that this man is a danger to my life, and you're going to, I was kind of upset over the situation. My spouse right now, he doesn't understand, because these legal people is doing this to him, which is directing him in the wrong directions. His rights are being violated in a freaking awfully sick way. But the judge has denied the fact of mediation because the woman, the lady, that was our mediator. This is our biggest problem in our country, is she has a standing in her community for being very helpful to many families. And as I write the letter concerning my issue, I was thrown into this whole entire thing of this woman being helpful, and I don't understand that. That's probably what the issue is, instead of just send me to a different mediator. No, they didn't. The judge didn't understand that she was just unhelpful. Send me to somebody else. It's natural. It's been a course throughout life. But since this woman has a standing, he wrote all these beautiful things of this woman, and I am trying to understand it as I wrote the letter. She was extremely unhelpful, blah, 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 blah. She was directing it like she was the one in the middle of the divorce, like she's the one that has the problem, when she's there just to mediate. It was ridiculous. It's kind of like me calling the Mohave County Sheriff's Office and telling them, can you please call my parents, because my parents are sick right now. I don't know what's going on, but they have blocked me off of their phone, and it's kind of scary. And they're adults. I can't request for them to go to mental health and prove beyond a matter of fact that they need to seek counseling. So as the sheriff's department tells me that he can't do that, it's a civil thing, I am freaking out, because I'm like, well, the house next door is just supposed to burn down, and then because I called you. You know, there's certain things that you have to follow, especially if, you know, serve and protect your people and your community, and you get a call like that. You don't usually do things like that, but I guess this officer felt like I'm a lawyer. I don't want my rights. I don't want somebody to come after me later, which was kind of weird because I was like, dude, all you got to do is call my parents and tell them to turn the roaster off. You know, simple. You know, just like me calling my husband and me calling the police department in Kona and telling them I can't get, you know, I can't reach my kids. You need to call my ex-husband and have them call me. It's the same thing. Sheriff's over, the police over there did it. You know, the sheriff's department over here, I don't know what's going on. That's my biggest issue. I have been going on with this issue for a long time now, and Mohave County does not seem to understand that there are laws that you have to follow, that if something went wrong, you're going to turn back to the law to save you. Now, if you violated somebody's rights on the law, then there's nothing that the people can do for the sheriff or anyone that has violated somebody's rights, like my right being calling the sheriff and telling them, please call my parents and tell them to turn the roaster oven off. You know, that's gonna save the fire department. That's gonna save, you know, anyone being hurt along the way, panic, you know, whatever, you know. But see how people's rights get violated, and he's directing it towards a civil matter, which we do not understand what he's talking about, because all we see is a burning house, and all you got to do is make a call, and that's about it. My parents are not well, and we know that. So you know, all these simple things. And then you get a letter. I get a letter from the judge telling me, well, the reasoning for, like, he's like, we didn't come to a conclusion, and then he's all, this is how this woman is, talking about her character. He's talking about her character to deny the fact that I wrote a letter saying she was unhelpful. I told him everything that she did during the whole mediation. He was not directed on my case. He was directed on her reputation of cases. It had nothing to do with me. Nothing. Like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, that has not, I don't care. That's not the woman that I seen in the mediation, you know? I mean, you talk that all you want, but that's not what I seen. That's the problem. And then to deny it, that's what I'm upset about. You know, there's why, and just like all, like, the government shut down. You know, I tell a lot of people the government's not really shut down. I mean, they may have done a layoff, but they've shut down the government before. It's not good for the country. But that leaves it to the people. I'm getting letters right now. They messed up on my taxes, and I'm getting all these credits. The government's not really shut down. It's just they're doing something. I don't know, but we don't get into that. It's not our job. But our job is to write a letter when you feel like, you know, our mediation was wrong, you know. And, you know, them catering to my ex-husband and not requiring him to follow the steps like everybody else is not helping him. It's actually, like, violating his rights. I think he feels violated. I think he feels unjust. I think he feels people are trying to favor him and he knows the facts, and it upsets him a lot. There's nothing I can do about it. I've told him that many of times. So when people's rights are violated in such a vicious way, I call it a vicious attack, a violation of rights. It's just wrong. When the road is so easy, but I was just upset, so I figured I'd let you all know. And y'all have a beautiful day. I have the whole entire weekend off, and so I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm enjoying it to my fullest now because I've been working a lot. 3 positions in a year. About to take on another position. So within a year, that's 4 different positions. It's 4 different, totally different management, totally different crew of people, um, totally, just, everything's different. It's fun. I like it. But I still work for the same company, which is wonderful. I enjoy my time there. But when I get these little things in the mail about, and then I think back when I was a kid and family being upset over all the legal whatevers, and in the end, it's like we're always right. It's kind of not, doesn't make it look good for our country. It's just kind of sad. But y'all have a beautiful day. I'm going to enjoy my day as I look at the the papers from my taxes and all these credits, or they're crediting my account and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, I've been saying it for years. They messed up. I'm running through my house screaming. My whole household thinks I'm out of my mind. I'm like, they're messing up. They're messing up. Somebody's doing something wrong. But so now as they go and fix it, they'll find it, and everything is gonna be okay. You all have a beautiful day. Everything's wonderful. Uh, I love you all. I miss you all. Please come and visit me. Anytime you get free, you're more than welcome to come and stay and visit with me, and my daughters. Just give me a call, send me a message. I know you all are busy working. I work a lot too. But call me sometime. Come visit. If you're around the area, stop by. Love y'all. Miss y'all.